In Consumer Corner, we take a look at trends creating a buzz online in China. On today's show, we will see Chinese internet users comment on the price of food sold on China's CRH trains. Fast, reliable, and efficient, the high-speed rail service is transforming China's landscape in every aspect. China's rapidly expanding bullet train network makes high-speed travel possible to help people save time and money. It also offers a more pleasant travel experience. However, a recent online research study conducted by Tencent showed that almost 94% of people believe the price of meals sold on China's CRH trains are too high. 80% of respondents said that they would never consider buying the meal. Many sources report the railway operator does have regulated standards for these meals. Packaged meals under the price of $2.50 should be made available, but in reality, this does not seem to be the case. One CRH train attendant, who declined to be named, says that most of the meals offered are not cooked on the train but prepared beforehand. The $2.50 meal contains one kind of vegetable and meat. In contrast, the $5 meal provides better food. They usually take about 100 packed meals for a short-distance train service. Often, half of them are the cheaper version, but he admits that train attendants prefer to sell expensive ones first. Yongyi Jia Food Beverage Management Company is a Beijing-based packed meal provider. It has provided set meals for office workers around Beijing for a long time. One business manager, Ma, says their food prices range from $2 to $13. For the cheaper meals, they usually contain one meat dish and two vegetable dishes. For meals more than $8, seafood is always provided. Ma says that ordinary meal producers cannot break into the CRH markets. The early stages require a lot of money and social networking, which smaller companies lack. So what factors encourage price increases for prepackaged meals? 94% of Tencent respondents blamed it on the monopoly. Only 4% of the respondents contributed it to railway management costs. One interviewee, Zhang, says that these meals on CRH trains are not only expensive but also not fresh. The high prices damage CRH's image. In his opinion, the CRH railway network should be a symbol of technology, but more importantly, it should be a symbol of quality service. Wang Hao echoes his opinion. Wang is an economic professor with the National School of Development at Peking University. He claims that the high price of meals on CRH trains should be blamed on the monopoly of the railway system. Wang explains, quote, that this has no relation to the state-owned railway system, but rather simply a result of a monopoly. To bring the prices down, there must be sufficient competition. Is this high price simply a result of trade monopoly? Would free market competition help solve the issue? This topic has already been widely discussed in China's online community. Net users shared their opinions about the price of packaged meals on China's CRH trains. One user shared his feelings and said, quote,
"To tell the truth, the $8 packed meal sold on CRH trains costs less than $2 in the market. Taking 2 loaves of bread on the train is much more cost-effective."
Another net user seemed more tolerant towards the high price, and he said, quote,
"No one can force you to buy those packed meals on CRH trains. You can take your own bottle of water. In the same way, you can take your own meals."
One net user has previously purchased a packaged meal. He shared his experience with other net users, quote,
"I have had one of the packed meals twice on CRH trains. The price is about $5. I think it's the same price as a meal in Beijing or Shanghai. As for the quality, it's not that good, but you can't expect too much from fast food."
Finally, a net user made some suggestions. He said jokingly, quote,
"Do you know what a kickback is? A $1 meal could be sold for $5 on the CRH train, but no one can explain it clearly. I suggest that the Industrial and Commercial Administration make regular checks on the trains."
Monopolies, as history repeatedly shows, deter development and damage the economy. Various monopolistic sectors in China, such as telecommunications, are embracing the free market in new areas. Competition should also be introduced in the packed meal market. The problem is how to help smaller companies become efficient and competitive.